Hey there. Saw Paranormal Activity 2 the other night. You know what? I really enjoyed it. I'll give it an 8. The reason I'm giving it an 8 is because I gave the original Paranormal Activity an 8, and I feel that the sequel is just as good, if not more deep, textual. Really enjoyed it. I thought it was just as good as the first. It has the same formula, has some of the same characters, and I really enjoyed it. You could argue that it's not as original, but still it's a sequel that didn't abandon what the first one was about. So I, really enjoyed that. I can't tell you any of the actors' names. I can't tell you who wrote and directed it. All pretty much new names to me. I do want to say that the returning actress is Katie Featherstone. But both of the actor and actress from the first are back for the sequel in varying capacities. It's about a family that is stalked by a demon that's coming for their firstborn son. And it's about them, I guess, trying not to, or finding out about it and, trying to solve the problem. I thought it was scary. I was wrapped up in it. It was engrossing. It was very well done. Very well made. They had a much bigger budget this time around. Still not a huge budget, but a much bigger budget, enough to do some computer trickery that really enhanced the experience, I thought. It reminded me a lot of my argument with the Iron Man and Iron Man 2 films, that if you like the original, if you thought the original was good, then the sequel is just as good, because it has the same ingredients, and now it builds upon it. So it might not seem as fresh or as original, but I think it's just as good, because they are remaining true to the original idea. The cinematography is good. It's mainly just stationary cameras, but then they use the, I guess, I'm trying to think of what I want to say. They have a newborn baby, and they use that as a reason to have a handheld camera everywhere, that they're chronicling the growth of their child. So it felt, even though it's all first person, it felt very natural. Like halfway through, maybe less than halfway through, there was one thing that was getting on my nerves, and that was this mansion that they were living in. And then, as soon as I was being bugged by it, the story provided an answer, provided an explanation, and I was really impressed with that. How it sensed that I was thinking about something, and then said, well, here you go, here's your answer to it. And I thought, wow, they're really covering all their bases. So again, I really admire the intelligence of being able to pull this off. I think it's a smart film. It's scary. It's got it's got some jumps in it, just through, immediate scares and loud noises. But again, that's in a way cheating, just because if anyone's paying attention to the story, you're going to jump. But it's also intense. I mean, it creates a lot of creepy atmosphere that nothing is happening and you still feel bad for the characters. You feel the characters are in danger. So it's also creepy. So it's got some jumps and it's got creepiness throughout. I was really impressed. I mentioned the special effects. I'm calling it right now. They really manipulated the face of the baby. And not as he grows a little bit, but when he's a little newborn peanut, bringing home from the hospital, they do some very impressive CGI work with the baby. Enough that I know some people thought that it was a real baby. But I don't know, for a few shots, I swear that baby is just like Gollum. You know, just a complete computer-generated creation. Because they get that baby to act. And I've never seen anything like that, really. So I thought, oh, wow, that's pretty creepy. So I enjoyed that. I really enjoyed the movie. I've got to give it an 8 because I gave the original an 8, and I think it's just as good. I don't want to go so far as maybe an 8.5, but I did have a lot of fun, and it was a packed theater. The crowd experience is, of course, when you watch a horror movie with a crowd, it's usually a great time, and I did have a very good time. I think that's just about it. I really enjoyed it. I don't know if it'll play as good on the small screen or in repeat viewings, but I'm definitely glad I saw it in the theater. Definitely glad I saw it, period. I am recommending the film, definitely. And then if you like the first one, then you'll enjoy this one, if not even more, as I did. So that's Paranormal Activity 2, and I will give it an 8, and you should definitely check it out. Thanks.